1st of February 2022. After,
that is if approved.
If approved and by Parliament.
Okay, listeners, like I keep saying, if you stay with us on Facebook, you get to appreciate what this whole thing is about, because the e-levy, what it's meant for and all, we are projecting it on our Facebook page right now. So if you're out there, you take your own time, you go through it, and you get to appreciate it much better. Again, what we'll be doing for you this morning is that we'll be giving you a breakdown as to how much you'll be paying per your Momo transactions from next year. All right, we'll be giving you a breakdown of all that. So stay with us and let's do this together. But like I keep saying, send us your voice notes to 055-1111-995. How will this, if approved, how will it affect you in 2022? Eugene, please.
Yes, so great job by Joel and the team. I've also sent the charges to you so you can check it. Now, when you go to the e-levy graph as presented by the finance minister, you notice that there's a levy on electronic transactions, basically to widen Ghana's tax net. No, let's stay with the previous one, please.
Yes.
Yeah. To widen Ghana's tax net and also roping the informal sector. It covers electronic transactions or mobile money, where we are focusing, but the other, streams of the electronic world that is also targeting, including bank transfers, merchant payments, and also inward remittances. The rate is 1.75%, and it will be borne by the sender. So the one sending will be the one to pay that money, not those receiving. So it's only for the senders to pay that amount. The transaction, if you add up to about 100 and over, that is where the 1.75 kicks in. But if your transaction is less than 100 cedis daily, the transaction does not kick in, or the tax does not kick in. So it means that if your transaction is below 3,000 cedis per month, you will not pay the 1.75 tax. But if your transactions for the month is above 3,000, you will pay the 1.75 as a tax.
Okay, so go on, you go on.
Yes. So someone will ask what the e-levy comes to do is basically to bring or rake in more capital for the entrepreneurship ecosystem of the country, to also create job for the team in youth for the country. Indeed, when you go to the Ghana Statistical Service General Report that was released last night, you notice that Ghana's population, the majority of it are between the ages of 15 and 24. It is moved from 0 to 14. So it means that our population is not children dominated again. It's youthful domination. And this means that these people must be employed. Also for cyber security, we are in the realm where, you are there, someone will call you Sister Neo and all those things. These monies will be able to go into the system to build, digital infrastructures to track some of these things. Again, there's also the abolishment of road tolls. So it means that a component of these monies that will accrue for government will go into road infrastructure and also our public transport system, as you have the BRT and all that. So basically, this is what the e-levy will do. Now let's move to the other chart. Now,
so before you go to the other chart, and I just wanted some clarity there. It means that, for example, people, according to the presentation from the finance minister and what the budget captures, people who do business on Momo that does not exceed 100 Ghana cedis a day. They were exempted from this levy.
Yes, and indeed, when you read the reports from the Bank of Ghana, you notice that between 30 to 40% of mobile money transactions are less than 100 cedis. Yeah. But David, let me explain further here. What it means is that if I owe you, say, 100 cedis, I owe Joe 100 cedis, and I send 50 cedis to you, and I send 50 cedis to Joel, paying 50% of my debt to both you and Joel, it means that I've transacted 100 Ghana cedis. So you won't say that because I didn't send 100 in bulk or at once, I'm exempted from the tax. If you send multiple transactions, or if you engage in multiple transactions, that adds up to 100 cedis a day, the tax will kick in. So what it means is that if I send 20 cedis to 5 people, though I've sent 20 to 5 people and not 100 cedis in bulk, the tax will still apply to me. But if I send 45 cedis to Joel, 45 cedis to David, that is 90 cedis. I will not pay the 1.75.
But at any given time, where you get to spend, send more than 100 Ghana cedis,
yes,
it captures you.
It captures you.
It doesn't mean that if later you reverse to your below 100, you are still exempted from this.
No, because
once you hit it at any given time.
Yes. So when you read the budget, you notice that the finance minister said the reason why it is taking effect in February and not January, where 2020 begins, or January 1st, and rather February 1st, is that they want the telcos to calibrate their system so that they can be able to deduct, just like the CET, the communication service tax, the source that will deduct the transaction are the telcos. And by David, you see, it's also a bit of double taxation, and I will explain why. Do you know that the service charges we pay when you say 100 cedis, the 1 cedi they charge?
The 1%.
Yes, it's into 3 components. The service provider takes 1, the banks Because let's not forget, the banks are also on that system. They take one government, so it's like double taxation. But hey, let's move on. We pray that the strength of Parliament, being hang, will be able to speak for the ordinary Ghanaians, and the apple in the system will be
have
heard.
been talking big, talking tough. Let's hope and pray that they'll be able to do something about it, because again, I have heard some people say that we need to scrap it entirely. Others are saying that at least we need to reduce it from 1.75 to less than 1.5 or 1.
I'm for the latter.
You're for the 1.
No, I think that at least even if it's 0.5, it's good. You see, David, we are running a system where, for me, I see this as a snag in our digital drive. Why do I say so? If you check the mobile money transactions, when the interoperability system came in 2017, we were just hovering around 70 billion cedis. In a space of just about 3 years.
4 years, yeah.
It's almost about 5 folds. And indeed, in 2020, there were more mobile money transactions than check transactions. So it tells you that people are moving toward that system. Why? It is convenient. You can do it at any given time. Again, it is also facilitating trade and commerce and all that. So if you target those areas, you're also targeting some of these businesses, and the effect will be there. Yesterday, I heard report by Prince Apia, where a guy who says he transacts, business, he operates them sachet water business. Okay, yes, he's a vendor. Almost 5,000 to 10,000. Now, I'll show the person how much he will pay. Now, for example, the 5,000 with this specific thing I'm saying, the guy will have to pay now 95 cedis.
All right. So what we want to do now is to break it down for all of you. How much you are paying by